an episode of the Book Fix podcast, a podcast that fixes lives one book at a time. I'm your host, Yajaira.
And I'm your host, Cheli. Happy spooky season. It's October.
It's October. We fucking made it. How do you feel?
Know. Very full of pumpkin, full of spice.
And pumpkin spice.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Queen.
I fucking love spooky season. I love it too because our podcast, all we read is spooky books during this time.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like last year, it wasn't a flop, but I really only, one only stood out to me, and it was Silent Patient. And that's really all I remember because there was also guest list.
The guest list?
I did not
Pen
like
pal?
that. Oh, you're right. 2 standouts. But it felt like we only did those 3.
Because we didn't.
Because we only did those 3.
We decided to read spooky books way too late.
Yeah, we did.
And then at that time, we only had Tuesday episodes. So, I mean.
Isn't it kind of crazy how early we had to think about spooky season? We literally had to start thinking about it in August.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
And we changed the list like 10 times. But we don't want to talk about that.
I know. Please recognize us. We work a 9 to 5. Okay, so.
God, I wish. Mine's like 7 to 5.
Yeah, mine's all day. Okay, so.
Yeah. I'm on the clock right now.
I'm going. But I'm excited to talk about all these spooky books. They're so different than what we're used to. And I think this one, in our spookometer, this for me falls right in the middle. Like, if it doesn't matter what the numbers are, it's just right there.
2.5.
2.5.
Because it's out of 5, right?
Mm-hmm. And I'm excited to talk about Waif featuring Pitbull. Whoa. Waif by Samantha Kolesnik.
Okay.
I don't know if it's pronounced Waif or Wife.
I think it's supposed to be wife, but waif does have its own meaning.
Okay, I'm going to say wife. Oh, yeah, I read that book, man. You don't really say it. Yeah, no, totally.
What was really good.
Did you bark at me?
Okay. Cheli, why don't you give us me, them, a spoiler-free summary.
Yeah, I'm ready. Sorry, something in my throat. Sure. So Waif is a story that centers around our main character, Angie, who is in a very toxic and abusive relationship, marriage.
Yeah.
And she just wants out, but she can't really find any way out. She kind of, in a way, feels like she deserves this life until she meets the one. And in order to get the one, I'm not going to say she's willing to do everything possible, but someone else is. And that shit, wild. Thank you. That should be in the fucking summary on Goodreads.
That was good.
The way I said it.
That was really good.
Thank you.
I love that.
Waif. Yeah. I fucking love that shit. Okay.
So now we're going to hella spoil. So we already warned you.
Why don't you guess how I felt about this book? Because we don't tell each other.
We don't tell each other. I feel like you felt kind of neutral about Waif because let me. You know what? Oh my god, Waif is here. Okay, I'm not gonna say why. I'm gonna guess that you would give it like a 3.
Okay.
No, 2.5.
That's so funny. That's hilarious. I think you gave this like a 0.25.
Oh. Because we could do that on Storygraph.
Yeah, we can. Thank you, Storygraph. I do want to talk about the cover of this book.
Okay, how do you feel about it? How does it make you feel?
I hate it.
Does it give you... Oh, no. What is it? Does it spark joy?
Oh, it sparks the opposite of joy.
Oh, okay.
I literally can't look at this for that long. I can't look at her. There's a woman standing on the left who's literally giving me the fucking side eye. And she's like... Like, it's so bad. Like, I can't with that shit. Why is she looking at me like that? Oh my god, I can't. And do you notice? Oh my gosh, she's missing the same eye. It's like just pixels. Look at that shit.
She's trying to show the camera, but it's just pixels.
I don't. It makes me uncomfortable when images can be seen from any perspective and it's still looking at you. It's one of those. They drew it in a specific way that no matter where you stand, it like still looks at you.
Oh, that is creepy.
Yeah. Let's stare at it for a bit. Okay, everyone. Wait. Actually, if you're watching us right now,
I'm going to put a picture of her right here.
Everyone shut up and look at it.
Oh my God.
Okay.
No, okay, now look this way.
Muy bien. Left. Ding. Right. It's a pacer test. Ding. Nice. Okay.
Okay, let's get into it. So right from the start, we are shown that our main character, Angie, is in a really abusive relationship with her husband, Matt. And it's kind of sad because I just want to read this one line.
Yeah.
Where it says, as I sat in the grocery store parking lot, I marveled at how Matt and I could hurt each other so severely in private, but remain publicly an object of admiration. So to other people, they would assume like, oh, wow, they look like a really happy couple. But no, not really.
And it really sucks too, because even though she's in this abusive relationship, I did say she's trying to get out, but at the point of the beginning of the story, she feels like it's just her life. Because even in the prologue, there's like a poem at the beginning. And when she talks about the life she lives after she became a woman and was basically introduced to man, she talks about the place she's at being rough and punishing. And then in all capital letters, the thing I deserve. As if like this is, as if this is such a proper noun to the point that it's a thing that women just have.
Yeah.
And you have to live with. And it's really shitty because she even talks about life being the time before men and the time after men. And she has a lot of resentment towards men because of that. It also sucks because,
I mean, right off the bat, you kind of get this vibe that maybe she just doesn't like men physically, because she even says, I still seek out its feminine, comforting visage in faces around me and remember its touch.
Yeah. It's funny because even the dedication, it says, for L, in remembrance of long walks around stone fountains, swapping shirts and crushes, hanging around the mall with flowers in our hair, pretending to be models, and laughing late into the night. I miss you. And literally just from that, I wrote gay maybe because I assumed. And yeah, I mean, she does say that she doesn't like being around her husband, but at the time when they were barely starting to get together, and even at their wedding, she was like, it's him. It's literally him. He's the one.
He's the one.
And even her mom tried talking her out of it, and she was like, no.
Oh, yeah. Her mom was like, I just don't think that he's the one. Like, there's something off about him. And she was like, no, this is the one for me.
I feel really bad for her. That whole beginning of the book, I kept writing like, God, no, I hate that she's saying this, because she kept repeating, if he loved me enough, well, maybe I deserve it. I never reached the maturity level to fully love and appreciate. Like, she talks so lowly about herself. Was she not able to conceive?
No.
No.
I don't think so.
Because there was a point, I don't think she was, because there was a point where she said pregnant, and pregnant means women, and women meant wife. Like, she talks about it like it's like an obligation of hers. Yeah, I don't think she was. Okay, I want to say literally 1/10 into this book, I was completely like, oh, she's going to go through so much. I really hope that she's able to escape this. I hate that she's going through this. I didn't think that. I don't want to say
the
that.
direction of the story was going to be the way that it was.
Yes,
you can say it. That's fine.
Okay, I just feel a certain way about this book. I don't want to say too much yet.
I feel like I was also expecting something different with this start because, like Cheli said, our main character, Angie, obviously expects like a horrible life for herself. Like, she thinks that she deserves it. And from the beginning, we know that her and Matt fight all of the time.
Yep. So I'm going to skip forward and talk about her meet cute. cute.
Her meet cute. Okay, let's talk about it.
So she was basically away from home. Matt wasn't home. And she went to the parking lot of a store and basically slept there for hours because she would rather be there than home. And then she just started kind of thinking like, dang, what if he like beat me up so bad that I died on the carpet? That would suck. The carpet would need replacing. And she like laughed at her own joke. And she even made a comment, like she looked at herself crying and was like, God damn, I hate that I look pretty when I cry. Like it's just so like putting herself down. But she walks into the grocery store and a guy walks up to her and is just like, hey, I'm looking for...
Where are the marshmallows at?
Yeah.
And she looks at him like, you think I work here? That's embarrassing.
Yeah.
No. But she was so mesmerized by this man because she looks at him and she's like, oh my God, this man is the exact man that I've been picturing in all of my dreams. Like, this is him. This is the one. But this guy doesn't really give her any indication of anything, really. He's just like,
nice.
Yeah, he's just nice to her. And he's like, oh, sorry about that. I thought you worked here. My bad. And she's like, no, it's okay. I mean, I've been here so many times. I know exactly where the marshmallows are at. And don't you think it's funny that when she takes him to the baking aisle, they're like hidden underneath something? She's like, if you just move this to the side, they're right here.
And they're both kind of crouched down. And he's talking about like, which marshmallows do you think would go great for a pregnant wife? Would it be the jumbo ones or the mini ones?
He doesn't say wife though, because she calls her...
For someone who's pregnant.
Yeah, because she calls this girl his girlfriend.
Yeah. So when that's said, Angie is sad.
Disappointed.
She's devastated. But she's still kind of flirting with him. And she laughs at something that's not funny, which indicates to him that like, oh, this girl likes me.
Yeah.
And he completely like...
changes his like demeanor with her.
Yeah, and it's just like, okay, thanks. Bye.
Thanks for your help. I gotta go. My wife? Oh, wife?
My waif is waiting for me at home. Thank you very much.
I gotta go.
But I'm taking both sets of marshmallows.
Oh yeah, he does take both actually.
Oh my gosh. So it's so crazy because this basically, I think the next chapter even starts with like, oh, so Ben Landry is so amazing. And
and it's like, how the fuck did you know his full name?
So she basically loved this guy so much that she followed him home to figure out where he lived.
Yeah.
And then stole his mail.
Yeah. Isn't that crazy?
So he figured out like that, the name of his wife, and just like basically their whole story. And online stalked them and... Right?
Yeah.
Online stalked them and just now wants to marry this guy. So she's like, I have to like come up with something, a way to see him more so that he can fall for me and figure out that I'm the one for him.
Yeah, but it's weird to me because she just saw this man and just like was obsessed with him. But she never really like planned on leaving her husband Matt.
No,
that was never like in the cards.
I didn't really like this turn in the story because she felt, although she was going through a lot at the beginning of the story and in her life, I thought that this story was not gonna, like, I didn't expect her to be crazy. And I'm sad that she was.
I didn't expect her love interest to be a man. Like, you know what I mean? Like her obsession, I mean.
Yeah.
You know? Like, does that make sense? Like, how is this the person that you've been dreaming about, but then you're telling me that you miss, like, feminine? Oh, it's because she described him as androgynous, huh?
Yes.
Like, he just kind of had, like, an androgynous face to him.
Oh, my gosh. And the part was, like, probably doesn't have any pubic hair. And it's like...
Oh, my God, yes,
okay.
Because her husband's hairy thighs gave her the ick.
Yeah.
I thought that part was kind of funny, though.
Oh, my God.
Because she was like, ugh, ew.
But she completely changes the way she speaks with Matt after this encounter because when she goes home, Matt is angry and is like, what the fuck are you doing?
Where the fuck have you been?
Like, you look like you've been with a man because I know what you look like and smell like after you've been fucked. Is basically what he says. And she, at first, like, ignores him and is trying to, like, walk away.
She's just like, I just fell asleep in the parking lot like usual. But then doesn't she say something that, like, to provoke him?
Yeah, so she basically is about to walk away. But then it says, after meeting Ben Laundrie, I wanted Matt to end so I would begin the time of Ben. And then she just says, okay. And he's like, okay, what? She's like, okay, I lied. You're right. And the words came out like bombs. So she basically like, yeah, I was with another man.
Yeah.
And oh my God. Dude, this shit was wild because instead, well, he did get angry. He went into his office, threw a fucking tantrum and broke shit, and then called her in. And it's like a big thing because this is an office that she's never really allowed in. And when she gets called in, he's basically like, okay, describe him.
And he has like a fucking notepad and a pen, and he's just like, well, what do you like about this man so much? And she's just like, starts describing him, and he starts writing all of like the physical features of this man.
And I don't know, it was like this whole thing because he was like, okay, I'm gonna look like this because, you know, he wants the satisfaction of knowing that he can pleasure Angie. Because she basically revealed, like, I've never orgasmed with you.
Yeah, and then your hairy thighs give me the ick.
Yeah.
Like she basically, like, puts him down and reveals to him, like, no, Ben, that man right there, man of my dreams. Everything that he is what I want. Yep.
So then he basically says that he's going to go through a bunch of plastic surgery in order to look like Ben. But it sucks because he's one of those like last laugh type of people. Because while he says that, the last thing he says before he leaves the room is like, but who said I wanted to fuck you?
Yeah.
If I did that. And then shuts the door.
So he's basically only doing it because he wants to prove something to her. Like, I don't know. It's just like an ego thing. And it's weird to me because Angie, I don't know if you would agree with me, but Angie kind of felt like a different character from the beginning.
Yep.
To me. Like, I felt like her character was never really that consistent.
No.
Because how are you going to be, like, I don't know, like, have such low self-esteem and then just be afraid.
Be able to talk back to your husband.
Yeah, like exactly. Like, you were afraid of this man, but now it's like, you know what? You've never made me orgasm. And then also, like, when Matt is telling her, oh my God, I'm going to change my entire face, she doesn't really have, like, I don't know, like, you would think that she would be like, no, like, why would you do that? Like, why would you do that? She kind of just, like, is like, whatever. Okay.
Yeah, go ahead.
Good. Change your face.
And then she's even like, maybe this is how I'm going to get Ben. Like, maybe this is what has to be. Like,
yeah, like, maybe I'm not going to have Ben, but at least I'll have
Matt Ben. Men. Oh my God. Write that down.
Wait. Now it makes sense. Hold on. Doesn't she make there's something that she says. What is it? And I didn't like I didn't disagree with what she said, but it was just like the context that kind of like annoyed me. And I'm just going to say it now, but it is a little bit more further in. Doesn't she say something like, oh, well, why should I stop Matt? Like, women have to constantly like change themselves and morph themselves into whatever men perceive as beautiful or perfect. So like, in a way, like, it's okay that this is happening.
I get what you mean because like, okay, like if you want to have plastic surgery,
I get it.
That's fine. That you should be able to do it, man or a woman. But he's doing it to look like someone else because their relationship is horrible.
Yeah.
Like, I get what you mean.
And also, Matt's character didn't make sense to me either because you would think that him being so egotistical, why the fuck does he care?
And why did he settle with doing that?
Yeah.
And the thing is, for someone who doesn't want to be shamed, I would feel so embarrassed if everywhere I went is like, why the fuck do you want to do that to yourself?
Yeah. And also, like, what would your whole family think? Because also, Matt is wealthy. Like, he's well off. Like, he could have anybody he wants. But for some reason, he's never even seen Ben at this point, like in the beginning of the story. And he's just like, just on the physical attributes alone, he's like, yeah, I'm going to look like this man. You would think that he would first at least go look at him. And then maybe he's like, damn, you know what? That's a man right there. Then maybe, okay, fine. Yeah. Then it could make a little bit more sense to me. But the ego didn't match.
So, to jump a little bit ahead, Angie knows Ben's fucking schedule and goes to the gas station at the same time he always goes and has the worst interaction ever.
Yeah.
I fucking hated it because she basically walks past him and is like, don't I know you from somewhere?
Oh my God. Yeah.
He's like, nope, don't think you do.
He's like, who the fuck?
I know who you are. Marshmallow guy.
Yeah.
Marshmallow guy. How was your
cringe?
How was the pregnant girlfriend?
How was the pregnant one?
Yeah. Fucking Cheli. I mean,
Oh God.
oh my gosh, sorry.
Was that her name? You told me her name.
Yeah, Ben Landry. Like, remember? But he is so weirded out by this. But then she's like, oh no, like it's fine because, you know, whatever, we're friends, right, Ben? What do you do for a living? And it's like, oh, I'm an accountant, right?
Something like that.
And
I don't
then
really remember this part, but something like that.
she's like, oh my gosh, that's so funny because my husband, Matt,
Oh my God.
his
yeah.
family
I
works for
remember
this huge company. You know, like it would be really, they've been talking about getting a new CFA. So it'd be really cool if you like joined the team.
Mhm.
And then she immediately regrets it because Matt basically goes and calls Ben and is now making Ben do like shit work for no money.
Yeah.
I don't get why she did that.
I don't get it either. Why would you want Ben to be so close to your husband? That's weird. I think she just panicked. And then she noticed that Ben had no interest in her. So she was like, oh my God, how do I get his attention? Hey, my husband has a company. Maybe you could work for him. And I don't know. Maybe she was like, this is the only way I can get this man close to me.
But it doesn't seem like something Angie would do.
No, it doesn't.
You know,
It's
it's not the Angie from the beginning or the middle. This is Angie in the end.
Or the end.
Oh, you're right.
Oh.
But no, this isn't. Well, there's 3 evolutions of Angie, and this is the last one in this part. Because basically, that's all happening. Matt gets to know Ben and is like, okay, see the vision, I see the vision, see the beard, see the eyes.
I get it. He's a
beard.
man.
He's androgynous. But, well, actually could have a beard. Who knows? But
I don't remember.
Matt basically figures out that he can't have plastic surgery
Because
on the table. So he has to have it under the table.
Oh. Just on the ground.
Yeah.
It's just so annoying because in the chapter, it's revealed that everyone that Matt is going to is like, no, I'm not going to change your face into this other person.
It's like a picture. It's like, sorry, that man's too beautiful.
It's just not, this is not something I could do.
Gosh. With the light.
I'm just picturing like handsome Squidward.
I know.
It's too beautiful.
Can I keep this?
Put it in my wallet.
But everyone's saying no to him. So he ends up finding someone who is willing to do it. But it's going to be several surgeries. And
which like red flag, but okay.
And I don't know. He basically also does like adult films
on the side, a side hustle. But he's not even a licensed doctor though. He's just unlicensed. I don't even know how he found this man. He just did. And the guy's like, I have so many people with glowing reviews, but that's all confidential though. Don't ask me about them.
So it doesn't go well. It does not go well. Matt, oh God, the part that gave me,
I know what you're talking about.
The thighs. I'm talking about the thighs first. The fact that Matt went home in the thigh, like after the surgery, there was the openings of where like it was sewed and it was just like pus like oozing out.
The pus.
That's disgusting. Oh my God. And I understand because the first time Matt came out, Matt was like, well, surgeries don't look good after I first come out, you know?
Yeah.
But
I don't understand. Why is Matt an idiot all of a sudden?
I don't know either. And also, as someone who is so like machismo, like always wants to be like, no, I wouldn't do that shit.
Yeah.
Why is he still doing it?
Yeah, because he keeps going back to this surgeon.
Yep. And it's to make Angie happy or like
all of a
Angie.
sudden
and it's
he
like,
cares about his wife.
So it's weird because she even mentions it earlier in the story. Like, he's a horrible man, but he would never cheat on me. Like, that's just something he would never do. Yeah. And it's like, what? But he would do this shit. And so all of his surgeries are bad. And then on one of the surgeries, he just doesn't come back. And Angie does not do shit. She's literally home like, Wait,
can I just bring up, I think this is mentioned before this moment. But doesn't Matt confront Angie and tell her, you know Ben is in a lot of debt, right?
Yeah.
You know that he can't even afford to survive.
Mm-hmm.
And she's just like, well, I'm pretty sure it's his pregnant girlfriend that's just putting him down.
Shelly.
Yeah, exactly.
Stupid bitch can't even eat marshmallows, right?
So, yeah, I thought that was interesting.
But it's good that you brought that up because there is like an overarching theme, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Or not theme, but just like something that sticks with the whole story.
Mm-hmm.
Which is the fact that Angie likes having expensive things in her life, but never likes to use them.
Yeah, it's so fucking weird.
Or likes having things that she loves, but never touches it.
I thought that was a lie. Wasn't that a lie? Like, she told her husband, oh, I never wanted to leave you because I love all the Gucci shit that you bought me. And he's like, you've never worn it. You never wear it.
Yeah, but it's also kind of like, to me, it seemed like her defense mechanism. Because, I mean, Matt was great from a distance, and then she got Matt, and he was horrible.
Mm-hmm.
Ben was great from a distance, and then she got Ben, and it sucked. Like, because...
Don't you think she just, like, over-romanticizes things?
Yeah, she does, but this seems like a coping mechanism. Just keep things at a distance and enjoy them while it's at a distance, because then it gets bad.
Yeah.
Because with the whole surgery, Matt doesn't come back, and Angie goes to the underground like plastic surgery place and talks to the front desk lady, who I can't remember her name, but she's important. But she's basically told that he like went in and just hasn't come back.
Yeah.
And then there's one guy who's
Rena.
And there's another guy who's also there and like reveals, because he feels bad for her, like he's been part of the videos that the guy makes, like the adult videos. I'm guessing he was under the whole time when those were made, and he does not look at all like, it's so fucked up. Like, he does not look like what he wanted to look like, and I think the doctor knows that and can't fix it, so that's kind of what's happening to Matt right now. And I think they ask Angie at this point, like, do you love him? Like, do you? And she was like, Matt.
Have you seen Matt?
Hello? Look at this picture of Ben. Oh my God, put that away.
It's too beautiful. It's just like too much. But doesn't she become kind of friendly with this? Don't they go to a bar together?
Yeah, they do. It's so weird. It's so weird. I don't know. I hate the way she's handling things. I was not a fan of this, but I felt bad for Matt, but also
not that bad. He's just an idiot.
Yep. So one day she wakes up and is like, oh, today's the day. I don't know. And Ben walks in.
She's in the kitchen.
And Ben walks in.
And it looks like Ben.
Like, just like him.
And he's like, babe, look at the surgeries. They fucking worked.
I was like, Matt, is that fucking you?
And she's like thinking, how do they change your voice? Magic, babe. Look at this. He has like a little like voice changer.
I know. You know, the little like, the loud public speaker mics, but it's the little ones.
It's a little tiny one.
Love me, babe. But they end up like messing around, and it's super affectionate at first. And she's just kind of like, yes, I'm down. It is at the beginning.
I feel like it was very rushed because it was like very passionate, but then it was like
it felt right at first, is what I should say.
Okay.
But then when it started getting to like him like fondling her, it was really rough. And she was like, I guess that doesn't change. Like, if this is Matt, then of course he's not going to be good at having sex.
Yeah. And then it was really sad because she started telling herself, like, this is kind of ruining like my fantasies that I had with Ben, because in her mind, Ben would be more loving, more attentive to her. But this Matt was like, he didn't even pay attention to her pleasure. So it was like creepy because it was very rushed. So he kind of like just kind of put it in there, and she was like, no, get off me. And she pushed him away.
And And when she pushed him away, he was like, I don't understand.
Yeah.
Like,
I don't get it.
But doesn't he say, like, I thought you wanted to have sex with me?
Yeah.
And I don't remember the reveal. Do you remember how it happened?
So she goes into the shower because she just feels disgusting. And then Ben walks in and Matt walks in with his fucked up face.
Mm-hmm.
And he's just like, what the fuck? And I don't exactly remember how it played out. But Ben started saying like, wait, I'm confused. I thought this was like what you wanted. And she got pissed off because she was like, Ben, you raped me.
Yeah.
Like this wasn't consensual at all. I thought you were my husband, Matt.
Mm-hmm.
And Ben doesn't get it. So then she gets upset and she throws a mug at Ben to tell him like, get out, like get the fuck out. He doesn't leave, or he's like walking away maybe, but he doesn't leave. And then she says something to Matt that I think hurt his ego even more. Like she was like, I'm never going to love you or something like that.
Yeah.
And so he got so angry that he was like, Ben, grab her. And Ben was like, and Matt was like, I'm going to pay you double what I'm already paying you for, this.
And he does grab her.
And he ends up grabbing her. And then Matt grabs a shard from the broken mug and like starts slicing her breasts.
Mm-hmm.
And then she blacks out.
Oh my gosh. It really sucks that Ben sucks.
Yeah, I know. But it's not surprising though.
No.
She doesn't know anything about this man.
She doesn't know anything about men. She has like this very weird, like you said, she's seeking feminine like aspects. So she is probably into women, but doesn't do anything about that.
Yeah.
So she expects such a like picture perfect partner, but my God, like I don't know. I felt bad for her in the beginning, and I still do, but I don't know.
I get you. And it sucks because Ben was doing this or agreed to do this because Matt was going to give him a good chunk of money. And obviously, like, he's struggling. And Matt knew that he was struggling.
Mm-hmm.
So I think he didn't want his wife to find out. And then didn't she threaten him? Like, I'm going to tell your wife that this happened.
And then Ben was like, you said she wouldn't do that. You said that she wouldn't tell my wife. You said
you promised. She wasn't going to tell my wife. My wife.
My wife. It's funny because it was around this time where I was like, why the fuck did they use wife? Wife. So I looked it up at this point. So I just want to, because this is my journey. I looked it up, and the definition I found, it's a French word, and it means a person removed from their original surroundings due to hardship or helpless circumstances.
Yeah.
That's basically what you got to. So I was like, okay, well, she was removed from her surroundings because she was taken by Ben and by Matt to wherever she was going to end up.
Yeah, but this was also applicable to her before she even got married.
Yeah, that's true.
Like she was forced into this just for being a woman, I mean.
That's true. So she wakes up and she's at Mintz's place, and it turns out that she was sold.
Which is the doctor.
Yes. She was sold to Mintz by Matt for a lot of money. And this is now just her life. She is making adult movies that are like very like probably on the dark web because they're illegal.
Yeah.
And
like they always have to amp up the stakes.
Yeah. But she becomes really good friends with Irina, who is the lady that she had met when they first got there, and Jameson. Thank you. So she like, it's weird because I feel like that whole Ben fight, that was the end of that story. Because this whole next part of the story, which is like the last 30 pages, 20-ish pages, felt nothing like the beginning of the story.
Yeah, it was like a different story.
So she basically works at this job of doing illegal adult movies, and she's okay with it because this is the first time she's ever felt like she belongs. Yeah, because she's with Jameson, she's with Irina, and then that's where her and Irina kind of like form a relationship situationship. I don't know what you would call it.
Yeah.
But
Her and Rena are pretty much like together.
Yeah. But she's who she wants to be.
Yeah. And then they have a lot of scenes together too.
Mm-hmm. So it gets a little weird when Mince is like, you guys are going to have I think they call it a sweet scene. And basically.
And it's not sweet.
It's not sweet.
It's definitely not sweet.
It's basically one of those scenes where it's so horrible and graphic that after you do it, you've made it. Like, you don't have to do scenes like that anymore. And they basically want to involve necrophilia. And Angie does not want to do it. And Irina gets mad because it's like, literally, if we do this, like, we don't have to work anymore ever.
Yeah.
Like, we can just get a house.
Retire.
Yeah. Live together. Amazing. So Angie's like kind of hesitating. And then when she talks to Jameson, he gets very emotional and like angry and is like, you don't get to live in a house after that. After those are filmed, you die. Like, how do you think we get the bodies for those scenes? Like,
wasn't it also because Jameson told them that you think that Mince is just going to let you walk around after having created that? Because if the cops find you and you squeal, then his whole business is put in jeopardy.
Mm-hmm. Oh, God. That's so disgusting.
It's really disgusting.
You know, it's weird to me because Mince is such I'm not going to say an important character, but he's so, like, important to the story and the development of the story. I'm surprised he didn't have more speaking roles.
Yeah.
Like, more.
Honestly, I don't really remember much about, like, his actual personality.
He didn't really have one. He just did this for a living. Well, Jameson is really close to these girls and wants to help them. So it's like a whole thing. But basically, Angie shoots Mince, and then Mince, Jameson, and Rena go on the run.
Not Mince.
Oh, sorry. R.I.P. Jameson, Rena, and Angie go on the run. And while they're on the run, they're like in the car, and Rena has her head on Angie's lap. And it's like, it sucks because they're on the run, and you can hear police sirens. It's a lot. But then it's also like the start of her free life. Like, she went through this shit. She went through a lot of shit before that, but she's free. And then fucking Jameson's like, hey, Queen, I got you a jacket, but look at what's stitched on there. You know what it fucking says?
Waif.
Waif.
Waif. Waif.
It would be funny if Angie's like, oh.
What the fuck?
Oh, no, yeah. No, that's my cousin's. No, Waif.
I also call my cousin that. What?
Oh, my gosh.
Damn.
So she ends with.
I thought you loved this shit. I thought you loved
I know. That's what I was gonna. Ooh.
Right there.
Wait, oh.
Right there. It says family was chosen. The rest could go to hell. That's how the book,
found family.
That's how the book ends.
See, okay, but here, I'm gonna close my eyes.
Close your eyes.
Vision.
Okay. Vision.
I love found family. Get it. Look, imagine it. Imagine one that we've read before.
6 girls.
Okay, are you imagining it?
Yeah, 6
Do you notice how Angie's not there? Because, dude, Angie was so fucking annoying.
Yeah, she was. I
hated
could not
her.
fucking stand
And I
Angie.
liked her at the beginning. Like,
yeah, because you feel bad for
the
her.
Story. And this whole, like, turn to, like, you're working for, like, the dark web. That's weird. It's weird. Like, I fucking hate that shit. Like, what happened? Didn't your fucking husband get surgery? Like, you should check on him.
And it's weird because, okay, yes, it's like creepy to think about the way that Matt ended up after all those surgeries. But then what happened to Matt? Like,
and Ben.
What the fuck
Were they
happened
just
to
like,
him?
okay. Can you imagine
It's like
the
Ben
car
and fucked
ride?
up Ben.
I know. This is my brother, fucked up Ben. Hi, I'm fucked up Ben. Just call me FUB. Fub for short. Like, I just wish I was there for the car ride home after they dropped off Angie to Mince.
Yeah.
Where fucking Ben and fucked up Ben are just sitting on the freeway, fucking full ass traffic, just sitting there stuck in a traffic jam. It's like, just like, you know, tapping on the steering wheel. Like,
so what do we do now? Are we friends?
Should we kiss or something? Ben and fucked up Ben? That kind of sounds kind of hot. How fucked up is it?
Oh, fucked up.
What did you imagine?
Like, I don't... You know, like the Phantom of the Opera? When he takes off the mask?
Yeah.
That, but the whole face. That's what I pictured.
Work. Okay, hold on, wait.
Stop.
But what if, like...
Stop.
Yeah, his face might be fucked up. And it's so funny, like, you know, both Bens are just at it. Okay, see my vision. Okay, they're at it. They love each other. They're kissing.
What?
And they both take off their pants. And fucking Matt, just no hair at all. And it's the most beautiful part of the surgery. And it's like, even Ben is like, oh, God.
Less hair than I do.
Wait, where'd you get that done? Mint? Okay, let's go. And then he becomes a fucked up version of fucked up Ben. And it keeps getting more fucked up. Wife. Dude, I fucking...
Yeah, okay.
Work.
Maybe it's better that they didn't show us Ben and fucked up Ben.
I love that that's his name. Fucked up Ben. Can you pass me water? And he's like, Dad, I told you my name's Matt. Fucked up Ben.
Come on, I said what I said. Fub, come on, vámonos.
Hi, this is Fucked Up Ben. How can I help you? Oh my God, dude. Fucked Up Ben. So fucking funny. This book sucked. I did not like this book.
And I hate it because we've mentioned this in, I think, maybe the last episode. I don't remember.
Mm-hmm.
Where Cheli and I were just picking stories off of like lists that people compiled that were like creepy stories that keep me up at night or whatever. And this one, like, okay, maybe it has like creepy things. It's not creepy at all.
No, I'm kind of interested now with our whole Ben and Fucked Up Ben. I hope there's fan fiction about that. No, it's not creepy. I think the thing that scares me the most is the idea of her not being able to escape her fate of having to do a necrophilia.
Oh yeah,
thing.
That part was
that
disgusting. But
it's more unsettling than creepy though. Like I could still continue reading. I just won't like it.
Yeah,
but
just like ew.
Yeah, but overall,
and the spookometer. I think it's like a 1.5.
I'm right here. I'm literally like right in the middle.
Listeners don't know we're right here.
I'm right here. Okay, listeners, close your eyes. Imagine right here. That's where I'm at. I'm right in the center because like it's not scary, but it does make me feel a certain way with this whole like the fact that fucked up Ben.
Thank you.
Got all these surgeries and just like is living like that. Like I'm imagining it's the worst thing, like open wound type of shit.
Yeah, disgusting.
And oh God, the fact that he was violated as well, it probably means that a lot of him didn't heal. So I can't imagine what he even looks like.
Well, he has money, so he could fix it with like actual surgeons.
And look like Ben.
And just look yeah.
Hi, Fucked Up Ben. What do you want? Give me Ben. Like, hold on.
That's what I want.
We can never be Ben.
It's kind of weird that he was denied by everybody, though. Isn't it weird?
There should have been at least one.
There should have been a plastic surgeon who was like, you know what? I can't make you look exactly like him, but I mean, we could try. Maybe. I just feel like plastic surgeons, they're down for anything. That's my thoughts.
I feel like they are too. Not to like when it's at the risk. I was gonna say at the risk of someone's health, but they still kind of do that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like he could have at least found someone. He probably wouldn't have looked just like Ben, but
no.
I thought he would have been like, look, I dyed my hair. Look, I'm wearing contacts. Look, I fucking got laser eye surgery.
See, that would have been creepier because it's like you are trying so hard to look like someone, but you're just like fucking yourself over in a way that's like not like disgusting. It's just unsettling.
It would have kind of been cool if this story took more of a yes, Angie is stalking Ben, but Matt is stalking Ben more because he's trying to become him.
Oh, that would have been really interesting.
But no.
Oh my God, that would have been really
Thank
good.
you. But fucked up Ben.
Fucked up Ben. We have Ben and fucked up Ben.
And Angie. So.
And even more fucked up Ben.
Overall.
Which is Angie.
Overall, I think I would give this story a 2.
Okay.
Didn't hate it, but I didn't love it. I'm okay with a 2.
Yeah.
Maybe a 2.25 if I'm putting it on Storygraph.
Okay. Love that.
Mhm.
Not a 2.5? Okay.
Weird.
I was close.
Spookometer was there. But now it's right here. Imagine it.
God, halfway and then at 1, I think.
Thank you.
Wait,
No, 2.25.
you went flat.
No, 45 degrees.
Play that back. Just kidding. Okay. Anyway, I think I would agree with you where I didn't hate the story, but I just wish that it was better, and I wish that Angie's character felt more consistent.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if they were going to make her this inconsistent, then it would have just been better if I actually felt spooked, you know? If this was a little bit more on the uncanny side, that would have worked better for me. So I think because I was like okay with it, I would give it like a 1.75, maybe a 2 on Goodreads, but a Storygraph it'll be like a 1.75.
Oh my gosh. If you sat through Ben and Fucked Up Ben with us, thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
If you are listening to us in audio form, whether that be Amazon Music, Apple Podcasts, or Spotify, anywhere you get podcasts on, thank you so much. If you can leave a review, tell us how much you hate Fucked Up Ben. We get it. And if you can leave us a rating of 5 stars, that would be amazing. It's helped a lot with us and our growth.
Yeah. Oh my God. It's been kind of crazy, but we definitely appreciate it. You guys are amazing. So if you could just keep telling your friends, keep giving us 5 stars. I think that's what's been helping us a lot.
Oh, I do want to say, if the person who left that comment on TikTok is watching about laughing at our joke about a lost pussy.
What episode was that?
Yeah, Yajaira and I have been literally going insane because I don't remember making that joke.
I don't either.
But it sounds funny. So
it sounds hilarious. I'm pretty sure you said it.
If you could please remind us, that would be amazing. So if you want to contact us too, anyone,
please.
You can literally go to our social media. I'm going out of order. On TikTok at The Book Fix or Instagram and Threads at The Book Fix Pod. Thank you.
Thank you.
If you have a little bit of extra money and would like to support us more, there's a few things you can do.
Well, there's one thing you can do
one thing.
so far. We made a Patreon, and at the moment, it just serves as a way for you guys to let us know that you really enjoy our content. I mean, I feel like we read so much for this podcast, but we love it though. So if you're interested, you can find us on patreon.com/bookfix.
And if you are on YouTube and watching us, thank you so much. If you can like, comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell because we post every Tuesday and Thursday. Thank you.
I think it's time for us to find a review.
Can I find a good one?
Yeah, I'll find a bad one then.
So mine is off of Goodreads. It's from Amber for Waif. And it is a 4 out of 5 stars in which they wrote, I went into this one blind, like totally blind. It was a holy shit one. Holy shit.
So they gave it 4?
Yeah.
Okay, so mine comes from Goodreads. It's written by Dawn, and they wrote, dumpster fire of a book. Just unbelievable storyline sent straight to the recycle bin.
Damn. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.
Bye.
What?
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 Dude. We read that.
You got me thinking about Ben and Fucked Up Ben now.
Oh, really? What are you thinking about? That they're besties? Yeah. That they're hanging out? Yeah. Just have
fucking
gay night?
One Ben pushing another fucked up Ben on a swing. Can you imagine?
And they decide, you know what? We need a third. We need a third.
The Fucked Up Ben squad. Oh,
the fub.
The fubs. Gather fubs. And it's like a bunch of Bens.
Oh my God. I wish she would have included like an illustration of what she thinks Ben would have looked like. What if he was just like a basic ass
man? Yeah. But Fucked Up Ben. Fub, on the other hand.
What about him?
Not your basic ass boy. That's what I'm saying.
I actually loved him. You love him?
I don't love him. I just think they should kiss.
I don't even know him.